Welcome to the Beyond 20 Cherwell tutorial series. In this video, we will demonstrate how to use new one-step action functions available in version 10.1 of Cherwell Service Management. The copy function now allows an action created in a one-step or action block to be copied and pasted into another one-step or action block. The clone function will copy and paste the action into the same one-step or action block. Let's take a look at the value and simplicity of each of these functions present. We'll start with a one-step in the desktop client. In my experience, the most common one-step action that users and administrators need to copy is send email, especially when the email action contains a formatted body with images, tables, background colors, and parameterized text. You may have seen our Beyond 20 tutorial on how to use one-step action blocks to create a parameterized email template, which can be reused by one-steps from different business objects. We now have a use case where we need to clone the send email action within the email template action block, so that based on the value of a parameter in the action block, we will send an email from a different account or include an attachment or both. So let's first start where we open our parameterized action block that we've created for sending a document called printer problem solution, or troubleshooting printer problems. So here's the printer problem instructions. Now we have two choices. We could call this action block from the parameterized email action block. That would be just fine. The other option we now have with 10.1 is we can just go in here, right click on send an email, and copy the node. So you see you have now clone, which would just clone the action right here. Or you can just copy the node. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the node, click OK to get out of there, go into our parameterized email, and I'm going to paste it. The next thing we want to do is we're going to add a parameter here that will tell the action block which of these two emails we want to send. Down here, we have all of our parameters that we've already created, and again, we have another video if you want to see how to do that part of it. We'll add one more parameter called selected template. We'll make that data type text, and we will make it required, and we'll give it a default value. So when they select none, they'll get the send email. When they select printer, we'll have printer, and we're going to copy this one too. So we're going to show you how to do the clone too as well. So this one we're going to clone because we like the way it's set up for, and we'll have this one send different instructions for the VPN. So we'll clone this one, right click, select clone. Now you'll notice it just appears right here in this same one-step action block. I'm going to change this name of this one to be send VPN instructions. And then I'm going to change my attachment. The way we add attachments is we're going to go into button right here, and we go to the attachment manager. For this one, we'll add the VPN attachment. So we have two possibilities here. We can either put if statements on each one of these, or what we can do is just go ahead and put a decide between multiple cases right here in the beginning. And I think that's the way I like to do it best. And what we'll do is we'll say that the first case is none. Let's say that that parameter is equal to none. Select template equals none. And our second case will be printer pull our printer instructions down here. And then our third case will be the VPN. Now we don't have to add the third case. We could put it in default, but we make the scalar, so we're going to have the none show up in the default and the as well. So send instructions is going to say VPN here. And then we're going to clone our send an email. And we're going to bring that down here into the default so that if they don't send anything, it automatically sends it as the default email. So if it says none, they'll get the base email. If it doesn't say anything, it'll get the copy. It'll get a copy of it, but it'll be the same one. Okay. Okay, now we're ready to go in and send an email to our customer with one of our choices. So let's go look at the follow-up email one step that we have modified to take advantage of the action blocks that are parameterized, that use the parameterized email action block. So we go into one-step manager, and then we have the follow-up email. We'll edit that. And instead of sending an email directly in here, we're going to use the action block to send the parameterized email. And now we're going to go in and fill in our parameters. Parameters can either be static, they can be tokens, or they can be prompts. So let's see how we've done all of those. The title is static incident follow-up. The mail subject is a combination of tokens and a prompt for the purpose. The mail intro, again, is a prompt. Our heading for the first heading one is static. The text one is a combination of static and tokens. Heading 2 again. Text 2 again is a token. Heading 3 static. Text 3 is tokens and static. Then we've made our footer heading, and our footer text is empty. Going to use our portal links. Our signature is our current user display name and current user email. And then our action block template is going to be a prompt. So let's see how that looks. Go ahead, and we can run it from here or we can run it from up here. It doesn't matter. What we'll do is right now, since we have this open, let's go ahead and just run the follow-up email. It's going to ask us to say in 3 words or less what the purpose of the email is. For this one, let's use the printer. So we'll say printer troubleshooting instructions. Now, this is a comment we have for the user. Again, because this is troubleshooting instructions, those comments are going to be ignored. So we're just going to put in test. If this had been a none parameter, then this would have been the first part of the body of the email. However, that's static on our printer template, if you'll recall. We're going to change this to printer so that it selects the right template. And you could build a lookup table that has these values, especially if you're going to have a lot of different templates in your action block. I would recommend that you create a lookup table called email templates, and then just have this be a drop-down that you select from. So now you see that we have, it did select the correct template. It has all of our details, has our signature, everything we need, ready to send. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video and that it's been informative for you. Please subscribe to our Beyond 20 LLC channel on YouTube to view more videos on Cherwell, ITIL, or ITSM solutions provided by Beyond 20, or visit our website at www.beyond20.com to learn how Beyond 20 can assist your company with ITSM training and consulting, as well as Cherwell development and administration.